What is this banner? What even happened? The Hatari banner last year was kind of tame. What did they do? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna look at this. Off we go. It's Nino. This is a favorite to so many folks. This is red infantry. Look at that. Okay, you notice she went across trees. Trees mean nothing to her. Do you remember when Takumi got that in his refine and we were all like, this is terrible? This is very different. So you've got slaying. You've got at start of turn, if unit exists, grants unit cannot be slowed by terrain. So keep in mind that's more limited than you think. It really is just trees for infantry units. But the unit can move an extra space. So they're trying to kind of channel Yuri here. Now, at start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, grants Omni +5, fantastic. And grants bonus to units attack speed equals number of bonus effects active on unit times 4, excluding stat bonuses, max of 16. And we've seen this with Crom. We know that this is very good, especially when this unit already can move an extra space on it. And I mean, there are a lot of other things you can get on this unit. This is a really good unit. What can I say? On top of that, we've got reduces damage from foes' next attack by 50%. So that's nice. This unit is going to have a ton of speed. This unit has speed preempt 3 times pulse 4 because that's what we needed. Now I will say this is an upgrade. Don't get me wrong. This is definitely an upgrade, but this isn't a ridiculous upgrade. So at start of turn, if special cooldown count is at its maximum, grant special cooldown count -1. And we've seen that a million times. That is regular old times pulse. After combat, if special cooldown count is at max, grant special cooldown count -1. So this gives it, you get to have kind of those repeat hits. I think this is more impactful in modes like Aether Raids, where you're going to be going up against multiple units. So 4 units hit you and you get that cooldown counter, that additional cooldown count reduced for almost every hit, which is really nice. Like this is a great unit. I'm a huge fan. I think Nino fans should be very, very happy. I also love more speed preempt fodder because I think that's a really neat skill. I do think Special Spiral is probably, I forgot to do the things. Special Spiral is probably going to be the way to go for the what you're going to be using. If we're looking at use cases here, probably not an arena unit, doesn't score well enough. I think this could definitely be a Summoner Duels unit, although I would like to see true damage in there. But again, I think if you have Special Spiral, I think things get interesting. Although if you have Special Spiral, there's really no point in having times pulse. So it depends on if you keep like Ruptured Sky, then it's a little different. But also damage piercing, you can see, like the thing with infantry units is there are so many different ways you can go. And the fact that this is a 3-spaced infantry is really nice. Just remember in Summoner Duels, you have Duo Thor. As far as Aether Raids, I think this will be a very fun tank breaker. I think folks will use this unit and have a blast, especially with some of the maps where they try to use terrain to block you in. I think you can you can do some interesting hit and run things, especially if you pair this unit with Kanto. And that's easier to get right now because we've got Ellawood in the mix. So Ursula, that's some nice art. Like this unit looks really good. I really appreciate. Yeah, Ursula always looks pretty fantastic, and this is no exception here. I really thought that this was like, you know how the second unit goes. Folks called it like the unofficial D mode or something. It's like the unit that isn't that great. I love this unit. This unit has everything that is just right here. So we have slaying. We have, if unit exists, that 25% clause, can pass through terrain, gets desperation, and dominance to unit for 1 turn. This unit is gonna hit hard. Like that's conditionless. You don't have to hit a skill or anything. Just desperation and dominance. This is, yeah. Anyway, this unit is ridiculous. Then also at start of combat, again, the 25% condition grants attack speed +6 to unit during combat and neutralizes effects that prevent units' follow-up attacks. I'm very high on this unit. I think this unit is going to hit like a truck. I also love the fodder. Holy cow. I have been slowly coming around to these new chill skills. It's getting harder and harder to either panic units or get debuffs on them, and this actually makes it very easy. Like, it's just basically unit exists, unit gets debuffed. Obviously, it's not quite that easy, but these new chill skills are very, very good. Probably not on a nuke, probably on someone else, and as much as I like this unit, this probably is more fodder than anything else. I love Panic Smoke 4. I think this is a fantastic skill. And you're going to love foddering this unit for it. No, you don't. You can use this unit, seriously. As far as stuff goes, obviously not arena, doesn't score. Summoner duels, I think this is a really sneaky summoner duels unit that people will take for granted. Just keep in mind that some of the units that it's trying to take down have things that negate debuffs, and so it can get a little dicey. And then Aether Raids, definitely on Aether Raids. I actually kind of love this unit on Aether Raids defense. I think this could be really fun. We had, and I've completely blanked, this is blue, right? I passed it there. Where is she? There we go. No, green. Green is not the best color. But I still think this is a very good unit. I think this is a unit that folks will have fun with. But geez, just like all nukes all the time. Next up we have it's something about the face. It just doesn't. I'm not an art critic. I'm not an art guy. I can't. But like, his foot is bigger than his head. I don't know. Let's get to the unit itself. Remember, this is a demote, and you get Sublime Heaven on a demote. That's amazing. Seriously, everything about this fodder is amazing. Accelerate special trigger, cooldown count -1, slaying at start of turn if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants, skips terrain, and dodge to unit for 1 turn, which is really nice. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants Omni +5 to unit and neutralizes effects that's tempo. Awesome. If unit is within 2 spaces of any allies, grants Omni +4 to those allies during combat. So we've got a little bit of support there. We've got tempo, we've got dodge, we've got Sublime Heaven. This is a great demote. Fantastic. And he's the right color too. Right now, and we talked about this a little bit, but blue is the color you should be looking at. Like, think of all the crazy reds we're getting right now, and this is a nice cheap answer for it. So this is good on IS. Like, I appreciate this greatly. As far as places to use, as a demote, obviously I don't think you need a dual skill here. So but I did just say that Nino can't be used in arena. You could probably use them in arena. I think the score thresholds have started to come down, which is really neat. But just know that both of those, they're not going to score the best. I'm not going to mark this as an arena unit, but just know that it's possible. You can use this unit in Summoner Duels, but those spots are so key right now. They're hard to do. Summoner Duels S definitely is a possibility for this unit, though, and I think you could have a lot of fun there. And the last, of course, is Aether Raids. This unit is really interesting for Aether Raids. You can use this unit as kind of a tank breaker, but on defense, though, again, we talked about all the reds coming out. This is kind of an interesting anti-meta play. So keep that in mind. I'll mark this as a check for Aether Raids. I think you guys can come up with some really neat things. But we're not even to the star of this banner. Old Bigfoot himself. All right. It always worries me a little bit when they show these these replays or these scenes here and they don't actually kill the stock unit. I'm like, really? I love Linde. Linde was my first ever 5-star. This is absolutely fantastic. All right. The thing I look for in elite units is when they can be used for more than just their intended role. And I think this unit is a fascinating support unit. We've got accelerate special trigger cooldown count -1. If unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, unit cannot be slowed by terrain. And we didn't talk about this for, keep in mind for calves, that doesn't mean you can go over trees. Don't think about it like that. But you can go over trenches, which is not a small thing. Like that's a big deal in both, oh gosh, in Arena, I don't even want to think about it. But also Summoner Duels, both of those modes, trenches are used heavily to nerf calves. And they're basically saying, maybe not. But this whole gives Null Follow Up to unit and allies within 2 spaces. All allies, any kind, have Null Follow Up. That's huge. That is so big. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants Omni +5 to unit during combat, deals damage equals 20% of unit speed. That's true damage is amazing and reduces the percentage of foes non-special DR by 50%. So we've got damage piercing, we've got true damage, we've got Null Follow Up for all, we've got ignores trenches. This is a really good unit. I am incredibly impressed. You're probably, I mean, where can't you use this unit? This is amazing. Like your Aether Raids, or sorry, Arena. This unit is this unit is going to wreck some stuff. Summoner Duels. This unit is going to change rules because trenches are used so heavily. Like that is a huge deal. Even look at the map right now. Trenches are key to keeping calves in place and kind of balancing them. And this unit is saying, just kidding. Remote Sparrow. Oh man. Anyway, I should have finished. And then of course Aether Raids. I think this is a really funny unit to use in Aether Raids because I think folks will forget about trenches altogether. And especially on defense, I think this unit can make some funny things happen for you. And she hits hard. And she's gonna give your whole team Null Follow Up. I can't even. Keep in mind this unit can be Elamined, but still, this unit is amazing. I am blown away by this thing. Remote Sparrow is really fascinating. If unit initiates combat, grants attack speed +7 during combat and reduces damage from foe's first attack by 30%. We're going to see stats in just a little bit, and I forgot to look at them, but I have a feeling on this unit is not going to mean much. I'm not sure this unit can really take a hit. Hopefully this unit is stacked in attack and speed, but it's still a really interesting skill to have. I don't think it pushes the meta any which way, though. And then Speed Res Far Trace 3, and of course, Defense Res Smoke 3, which is really a fascinating skill to have on this unit. If you're thinking of this unit hitting, and then even the AI's hands if it cantos back, which they normally do, and then offers Pathfinder to the rest of the team, that is some things that's interesting. To be completely honest, I mean, what are you going to use this unit for? I probably on defense, you're probably going to switch that out for like wind or water sweep. But let's look at the stats quick. I'm not sure this unit is going to be bulky enough to really make a difference. We'll also look at the duo skill while we're here, which is phenomenal. Wait, go back. All right, attack of 58, good lord. Speed of 45, that is insane. This is a lot of unit. But you see what I'm talking about with the defense 16, res 27, HP of 37. You're probably going to swap out that A skill. I can't see 30% making that big of a difference. This unit's going to hit hard. The Null Follow Up to everyone is just nuts. Oh, summoners. I missed something. This unit moves past terrain to all of her allies and Null Follow Up to all of her allies. Wow. This is a really, really good unit. That is fascinating on so many levels. Again, we go back to using this unit on defense, and I think this is a phenomenal unit in just about every phase of the game. This is a really fun unit that I think some folks are going to wreck stuff with. What do you even do with that? That is nuts. And then we get to this. Like, it's not enough. You notice now they have to give like more stuff in the Harmonize skill. Grants Resonant Blades, fantastic. Grants dodge, of course, and special cooldown charge +1 per attack during combat. Yeah, that's to unit and units from the same game. Summoners, this is a ridiculous unit. Absolutely ridiculous. All of the passive stuff is what gets me. Like, this unit is really, really gonna wreck stuff. Let's go ahead and finish up this animation. And I'm always nervous. Go ahead, hit the Harmonize skill. They're gonna show us true magic here. And we're gonna get even more effects. Like, is this unit supposed to be paired with Nino? Grant all of those effects, and yeah. Wow. That is nuts, summoners. Absolutely nuts. All right, we don't need to go through all of this, although maybe we'll take a glance at Soren. Come on up here. Yeah, there's Soren there, Blue Tome. So oh man. And the thing is, like, since they color share, you're probably going to get Ninos on the way to getting Lindes. Or vice versa. I know there's a lot of Nino fans out there. Summoners, this is some kind of ridiculous. Let's go over where I have all of these units ranked. We're looking at Nino.
But I'm begging you.
I like this unit in tier 1. I'm not totally sure on the placement. The reason she's not higher here is right now Julia is so anti-meta that I'm still just a huge fan. I can't lower her down just yet. And Tana is such an amazing support as well as an amazing nuke. And Nino doesn't quite have that. So I still think, top of tier 1 is very good. I mean, you look at tier 2 and that's above above Byleth and Ascendant Celica. Almost said Cecilia. This is still a really good unit. Keep that in mind. But I do have her tier 1. Like, for you fans, I think you're still going to be really happy. We move down the line. I am really high on Ursula. I could be wrong. I top of tier 2 is very, very good. The only thing stopping her from moving forward, again, she doesn't, like, I think Tana does special things, and I think that's kind of the cutoff. But top of tier 2 for Ursula, the dominance thing just kills me. Like, that is really good. Byleth, I could be wrong. I could be low on this unit, which is nuts because tier 0 for a D mode is insanely high. But I mean, the value of armors has dropped off just a bit with Embla, and so right now I've got this unit at the bottom of tier 0. It's very possible that this unit could be above Arden and below. In fact, I'm going to do that. You guys won't see this live, but I'm going to move him above Arden because I really think that's where this unit is. And that's mainly because of the devaluation of armors in general. I still think Arden is an amazing unit, but I gotta tell you, like, Sublime Heaven on D mode is amazing. We move down and I am really high on Linde. I don't have her above Crom, and the reason is Refresher. Being a Refresher is amazing. Like, you cannot underplay that. But this unit is still way up there. So we had all ranged nukes this time. I had all ranged nukes. Summoners, I hope you guys are having a good one. I hope your orbs are doing well. And let me know in the comments, who are you summoning for? I would love to know. Take care and schedule an appointment with your FEHology real soon.